true to you. Where are you sending me? Alistra? What have you done?
Cardinal, you're back. We've just tracked prisoner 101's TARDIS leaving normal space-time.
Thank you, Alice. Although I think prisoner is now something of a misnomer. I am leaving immediately.
But you've only just returned. Might I inquire, my lady, what's he doing?
Exactly what I expected him to do. He's running. He insists he's no longer the Doctor. But I trust him with my life to do what the Doctor always does. I trust him with all our lives.
You're taking the battle, TARDIS?
Indeed. Where one TARDIS goes, another can follow.
What about an escort, my lady?
There are loyal warriors aplenty at my destination.
And the war criminal?
Oh, he's the most loyal of all. If any single thing could be considered Gallifrey's deadliest weapon and greatest hope, it's him.
Calling frontline troops. Can anyone hear me? This is Commander Thraken. I need a report. Damn it. What have they got this time? Who's out there?
I am receiving you, sir.
Good. Who's that?
Trooper Dalen, Commander. I've a line of sight to the front, sir.
Dalen. Excellent. Our Ford scouts tell us the enemy's on the move. I'm sending reinforcements. Since you're the closest, you're redesignated Alpha Squadron. Report, Trooper. What are we up against?
A new kind of travel machine. Dozens of them. Bigger than before. Extending legs, caterpillar treads, and a gun turret.
Energy weapons?
No, sir. Mortars.
How are we placed at the moment?
I believe we have superior firepower, sir.
Good. Then we hit them with everything we've got. Relay the orders! Seek and locate the enemy machines, then destroy them! Trooper Dalen. We've lost field radio comms. I'll monitor operations from the bunker. Ready the signal flags. Move out!
No place, no time. Is that all you're offering before you give up the ghost? No. Oh, you need to recover, old girl. I need to work out where I am. Strange weather. Then again, never a good day for a battle. And someone's having a very bad day indeed.
Sir, Alpha Squadron.
We've got telecoms back, have we? Report, Dalen. You made it to the trench?
Sir, in Initial target successfully neutralized, but we're losing energy weapons. It's a massive time flux. We're down to bullets. No, blades and spears.
And the enemy?
They're losing tech and retreating, but they'll start the bombardment as soon as they get projectiles.
Why couldn't we hold the line?
The sickness. It's back.
I understand. You've done all you can, Trooper. Regroup and... Trooper Dalen? Damn. The sickness. Break out med supplies. Give it an hour, then we'll pick up the bodies.
You're alive.
Am I?
Here, don't move. Where are the rest of your troops?
Oh, the ones who aren't dead. Back that way, over the ridge.
Right, let's see how bad it is, Miss,
Dalen, Trooper Dalen. Who are you?
Odd.
What's wrong with me?
I can't tell. I'm having trouble analyzing your biology.
Oh, that'll be the temporal phasing.
The what?
Temporal phasing. The time flux hit us hard.
Time flux. I suppose that might explain why those mortar shells are now plasma bolts.
Didn't you know?
Never mind. I know I said not to move, but can you stand?
No!
Well, you're going to have to. Lean on me. There's no choice. Either we get out of here, or we're both dead.
Send the signal. Fall back. Use any and all available transport.
Sir, we're getting radio comms back.
Give me that. See to the messenger patrols.
Sir! Hey, you! Report!
Alpha Squadron. Trooper Dalen. Anyone?
Sir, the scouts report the enemy have lost those machines.
Good. The message reads, enemy advance halted. Digging in at sector Gamma 9. Reinforcements expected. Here, collate the reports and bring them to me.
Sir!
Attention, everyone! We return to the bunker. Take cover and assess the damage. Is anyone else getting that? You will soon enough. Take your meds if you've got them. The sickness is coming!
I see you. I can follow a trail, but I'd rather not land in the thick of things. The question is, do you see me?
Attention, unidentified TARDIS. Do you read me? This is Commander Barnack of the Caden Battalion.
I am receiving you loud and clear, Commander. This is Cardinal Olistra of the War Council of Gallifrey.
Ma'am, I don't... it's an honor.
I'm sure it is. Please provide coordinates to guide me in. As you may appreciate, my ship is somewhat disorientated.
Yes, ma'am. Of course, ma'am. Locking onto you now. We'll bring you into Central Command.
Come on. I've got you. Not far now. Are those your people up ahead? Must be, if we're wearing the same colors. Not a regiment I recognize.
Halt! Do not move!
Cavalry against plasma shells? Isn't that a little optimistic?
Oh, you really don't know, do you?
Humour me. Assume I've just dropped out of the sky and know nothing.
Nothing drops out of the sky here, well, except bombs.
Captain, we've got wounded here!
Come on. They've seen us. Over here. Your friends can carry us to safety. Let's make sure you survive, Trooper Dalen. Then you can tell me where I am.
Please wait here, my lady. This is unprecedented. Your arrival wasn't something we'd ever have predicted.
I see you've maintained order in trying circumstances.
You've caught us at a good time. Can I just say, Cardinal, thank you.
For what?
We believed we'd been abandoned. All this time, no one came. We thought we'd been forgotten.
Well, up until now, reaching this place has been an impossibility. So I brought in a specialist. A TARDIS more used to visiting unusual climes. It forged a pathway I could follow. I will need you to locate that ship. Now, where is your commanding officer?
General Calix was killed in the last assault. He'll be able to see you shortly.
That's what I call dedication to duty.
Understood. We re-evaluate resources while sending search patrols here, here, and here. We will pin down their base of operations, then have our main force ready to move out and strike before they advance any further. Seek, locate, and destroy. Dismissed.
Commander Thraken?
Daelin, I heard we'd lost you.
Very nearly. Someone found me. He came out of no man's land.
I've come a lot further than that.
You're not one of us. Is he one of them?
I don't know. He's not phasing. Says he knows nothing.
A new arrival, eh? That's supposed to be impossible. Keep him under guard.
I was sent here, wherever here is, against my will. I just want to know where I am.
No one gets sent to the Neverwhen.
The what?
You see?
You're claiming ignorance.
I saved your trooper's life. Surely you can take that as an act of good faith.
How do I know you're not a spy?
That's not a tactic they've tried before.
Since I'm drawing so much attention to myself, I'd say I'd make a pretty lousy spy.
I can't fault your logic. What's that collar you're wearing? Part of a uniform?
Something like that. A question, Commander. When Daelin and I entered this bunker, the corridors were built from earth and wood. I don't remember when it changed to metal underfoot.
The flux helps us out from time to time, when it moves in our favor.
The flux?
The time flux.
Sir, are you all right?
Here. We're distributing them to all the troops.
What are they?
Radiation pills. They stave off the worst symptoms. For a while.
Well, then what? You can't fight when you're dying of radiation poisoning.
That's the least of our worries. I need to brief the squadron leaders. Daelin, watch our guest while you recover.
Yes, sir.
Tell him where he is. He might decide to pick up a gun and fight. What did you say your name was?
I didn't.
How much longer will I have to wait? What's happening? Is this the effect of the flux?
Yes, Cardinal. I'm sorry to have kept you.
General Calix?
Yes, my lady. Commander Barnack is executing your orders regarding the Type 40 TARDIS. Now, please excuse us while we stabilize our data center. Man the stations! You know what to do!
This is incredible. The technology has changed, but the data remains intact.
I'm afraid our bases out in the field are nowhere near as stable, but we have this down to a fine art at Central Control. We get the files back eventually, just like our soldiers.
So I see, General. I heard you were dead.
And the latest temporal distortion brought me back. It is an unsettling experience, not to mention painful.
I can imagine. In fact, we've been working on something similar with rather less success. The flux device worked. It really worked. We were never certain.
Oh yes, Cardinal, your weapon worked all right. And 1,000 battalions have been fighting in the Neverwhen ever since.
What is it? This Neverwhen? Is that what you call this world?
I never knew the name of the planet. I remember there were seas, there were cliffs. It was beautiful. Then we came.
Advance! Attack! Exterminate the Time Lords!
Open fire! All weapons!
The Neverwhen Flux was a weapon developed by Time Lord scientists on the very edges of temporal understanding. It was deployed in the midst of a huge assault. This world was once a strategic objective in the early days of the Time War, if such a war can have early days. During the first skirmishes, anyway.
Attack! Exterminate the Time Lords! Exterminate them!
Hold the line! For Gallifrey! Hold the line!
hundreds of thousands of soldiers amassed across the planet. They detonated the device in orbit. It sealed us all in together, Dalek and Time Lord, caught in a chronon flux. There is endless temporal distortion, random, unpredictable. We fight with weapons that constantly transmute and transform. Gunsticks become swords, stasers turn into machine pistols. We've spent weeks fighting with nothing more than clubs and axes, and days when nuclear missiles were our only option. War is our landscape. It is the air we breathe, the meat we eat. It is how we exist.
Why don't you stop? Call a truce. You're all trapped here. Why keep fighting?
A truce? With them? Impossible. We have one purpose and one purpose alone. Mutual destruction. But even death is not permanent. We feel the pain, the agony, over and over again. It simply takes another time distortion for the dead to return. But it cannot be forever. We must keep killing because one day it will end. One death will be the last.
No, there has to be another way.
Every soul imprisoned in the Neverwhen exists only to fight. That is all. No one leaves, no one dies, but no one really lives either.
It's horrific.
It is our life. The commander... Oh.
Is your leg still painful?
No, it's the sickness. We're phasing through stages of our own evolution.
What exactly does that mean?
It's not just weapons and technology that mutate. It's our physiology too. Nothing stays constant for long. Sir.
Dalen, I'm in the watchtower. The enemy's on the move. Our guest might want to come and take a look.
You have analysis of the Neverwhen phenomenon I can examine.
We have data going back to the initial detonation. Show the Cardinal. You see, my lady, visual records of some of our engagements.
These are not Daleks.
The time flux means their form is not always constant. In our time here, I mean all we've ever known in the Neverwhen, we've been up against everything they could ever throw at us. Daleks, past and future. These giant armored tanks, special weapons variants.
Fascinating.
Temporal weapons Daleks, the spider forms of the 5th Skaro devastation, the diamond Daleks of Benvesa. They appeared in so many guises. But we have learned much from their technology.
This is all valuable intelligence for the war effort.
The Time War still continues outside, my lady.
Of course, General. But with your help, we shall prevail.
I should mention that we, too, are vulnerable to physiological changes. Death is not overcome painlessly. We suffer pain, mutation, resurrection, but it is not regeneration. We cannot call on the skills of the Sisterhood to help us through.
All the stages of development Time Lord society has undergone, I can see how that might cause problems.
In the field we are vulnerable. Whole battalions have reverted to a tribal state.
Against Daleks?
The slaughter is unimaginable. That is why we devote all resources to maintaining some form of stability here. And to find some way to make the deaths of our enemies permanent. My lady, follow me to our observation chamber. We can see what is happening right now, across the Neverwhen.
Come, stranger. We see the world from up here.
Why the mask, Commander? We're not so high you need oxygen.
The temporal flux is accelerating the radiation poisoning. You're still feeling no ill effect?
Not yet. So this is how you're condemned to live. Forever. And if I stay much longer, I suspect I will be too.
See those machines? They are new. They are what destroyed Dalen's battalion.
Like walking tanks. Not something I've seen before. Of course, technology phases in from the future as well as the past.
We do not know if they are from the past or the future. They are efficient at killing us, that is all.
Let me help.
You? What can you do?
Oh, I've a ship full of flotsam and jetsam gathered at every extremity of the Time War. It's out there, behind their lines. I need to learn how the Neverwhen works. There must be a way out.
Then, find it.
You've accepted me very quickly, Commander.
What's the difference? If I'm wrong, we die. If it is not the final death, we come back, and I learn from my mistakes.
Impeccable logic in an illogical world.
What is your proposal?
Bring your people across from the flanks. The enemy will need to cross the rocky terrain to counterattack. I can't see their machines moving so easily over broken rubble.
They'll be slower, but it will hardly be a decisive advantage.
That's why we need to prepare the battleground. Your maps show tunnels beneath that terrain. You must have heavy-duty explosives.
Plasma mines. Or they could be crates of black powder by now.
Either way, lay them in the tunnels beneath these rocks, destabilize the ground from below, then take down the leaders. If we get hold of one of those travel machines, we can turn the weapons back on them.
You do think like a soldier.
I've had some experience of battle. We take the fight to the enemy and push them back. The question is, can we do it before you're all too sick to move?
It will not be easy. Our scientists believe one soldier sits in every one of those battle machines, driving it through the power of his mind. His only thought, to kill our kind.
Our opponents are as single-minded as ever, whatever armor they wear. I'll do what I can to stop them, regain that ground and retrieve my ship. And then, well, we'll see what she thinks.
You say, our opponents. You would side with us and help us escape?
I can't promise anything, but I can at least try. If you'll let me.
We've got a trace. Home in. I'll notify command. General, Barnack here.
Make it quick, Commander. We're on amber warning. Radio may go dark at any time. I'll try and get you on visual.
I believe we've located the TT capsule the Cardinal was looking for.
Good work, Commander. Where?
Near one of the Sector Gamma 9 front lines. There was fighting there some hours ago, but they've moved on. The engagement zone's been cleared. We're searching the debris.
What about combatants? Was anyone nearby?
No one alive. Beyond that, I've no information. I could try to contact the outposts.
No, don't worry, Commander. Find that TARDIS and bring it back to Central. It's vital for the war effort.
Yes, sir.
You heard, my lady.
Move on. Heading 6 degrees this way.
And I see them. This is very good. You're using matrix technology for holographic projection.
We cannibalized what was left of our own TARDISes after the flux detonation, and diverted all power here.
Ingenious.
We've even had some success predicting the intensity of the time distortions. When the computers are being cooperative.
That must be challenging.
Well, they're slaves to the environment. But we focus on stabilizing this central command center. Show the Cardinal the current engagement. Sector Gamma 11. We've had to sacrifice the integrity of the outlying command posts to maintain some semblance of order here, so we can observe.
I'd expect nothing less. We are Time Lords, after all.
Hold the line! Draw them this way! Your plan is working, stranger!
Dalen, you're in no state to be leading a charge!
Oh, don't worry, we'll be in some other state soon.
Trooper Dalen cannot be stopped when she sets her mind to something. And she's right. Ready! Soldiers, fire again! Transformation is coming.
What? You feel it, Commander?
I can.
The time flux is shifting you to another stage of evolution.
We'll be rid of these poisoned carcasses soon enough.
It's down! We've disabled one of their machines!
Forward!
Can your people manage? I hope evolution doesn't run the wrong way and you revert to some primitive form of Gallifreyan. What?
Another machine!
Pull back, now!
No! Concentrate your fire, while we still have weapons that work!
No! Where did they come from?
Advance and exterminate!
This is the current front line view, using telepathic field projection from our pilots. This engagement is close to where Barnack located the Type 40.
In which case, he could well be nearby. Yes. Wait. Zoom in on that sector. I see someone.
They've brought down one of the new machines. It seems they've laid a trap. Now we've lost another one.
Of course. How like him.
There! This is the man you were looking for?
Oh, yes. That's him. Oh, Doctor. Who have you been playing with?
They're coming from behind us. How did they get back there?
Who?
The enemy!
They are not our enemy. Oh! This puny flesh dissolves.
Jalen!
It is happening, Commander. The hateful humanoid limbs, they are receding, atrophying.
Your mutation's accelerating. There's shielding forming around you. Oh, no! You're not Gallifreyans.
My weapon is impaired.
I cannot fire.
We are Khalid. No, we are more than Khalid. We are
Dalek! What are you?
We attain our superior form. You, stranger, you are not Khalid. Trooper Dalen, your systems are online. Scan him.
I obey! Scanning!
All this time, I've been standing on the wrong side.
Analysis complete! It is the Doctor! The Doctor must be exterminated!
Insufficient power. Weapons inoperable.
A few seconds, Grace. Sorry to run out of you just when we're getting to know one another.
Elevation impaired. Insufficient motive power.
Exterminate the Doctor. Exterminate.
And if you're not what I thought you were, I'll hazard a guess these battle machines aren't either.
Halt! Don't move!
Yes, definitely Time Lord technology. Excuse me, pilot. Not dead? Oh, good. Mind if I drive? Let's get ourselves back on our feet, shall we? Where's reversing this thing?
Power levels restored. Weapons fully functional. Advance and exterminate. Permanent extermination must be achieved.
Fascinating. And this is what happens every time.
The casings reform around the mutants. Sometimes their biplanes transform in the air. They take a while to absorb power from their surroundings, but yes, the Daleks always come back in the end.
Of course. It's in their nature.
They believe if they kill us enough times, permanent extermination will be achieved, whereas we seek victory through observation and analysis. This time the Khalids remained Khalids for a much longer period. The rogue element must have affected the time phasing.
The rogue element being the Doctor's TARDIS. Good. That shows it's adapting to its new environment. What is that?
Our crude early warning system.
General, we're about to lose level 5.
You heard that, everyone? We are leaving level 5 technology. Oh, no. From these readouts. The forward battalions need to brace for level 1.
Level 1? But that means...
We're shielded here. We maintain a stable physical state. But out there, in the field, they'll be dragged back through our race history.
They look like primitive outsiders, dressed in rags and skins. They barely started walking on 2 legs.
Gallifreyan sighted! They are defenseless! Exterminate!
Sticks and stones against Daleks. They won't stand a chance.
How do I see what's happening outside? There. Evolution's taken a turn for the worse. Looks like this is the last battle tank standing. Just luck or something more. This must be transmit. I hope they still understand me.
Attention, Gallifreyans! Forget your bows and arrows. The Daleks are coming. Get under this vehicle. I'll cover you back to base. Which I'm guessing is over there.
Exterminate the Time Lord! Permanent extermination must be achieved!
I say again, if you want to live, move with me. I'll hold them off as best I can.
Diverting turret power to shields, aligning aft weapons, and... that'll do for starters. Who's that? I'm busy.
Of course. What did you tell me once before? I'd find you in the heart of the battle.
Cardinal Alystra. I wondered how long it would be before you turned up in this madness. You hitched a ride on my coattails. That's what that farrago back at asteroid Theta 12 was all about.
It's why I plan to allow you to escape, certainly. You're nothing if not predictable in your proclivities.
One of those proclivities being to save lives when I can. Now, leave me in peace while I get on with it.
Come on! We've got a War Council Cardinal waiting for this TARDIS. General, sir!
We're back to wooden forts and portcullises, soldier. That's no ordinary TARDIS you've got there.
It started on the way, humming and pulsing. The Sector 9 battalion's right behind us. I hear they went to level 1.
Whereas your unit has remained stable. Something to do with that Type 40 capsule, I understand. Looking after her owner, too, I suspect.
Whatever the reason, we've missed the worst of it. The Daleks are on the move and airborne. We were lucky to stay ahead.
Well done, Commander. The Cardinal will be pleased. This TARDIS is alive with power.
But is it really the way out? After all this time, all this death, all this chaos?
Now, soldier. We're still at war. Don't think it means an end to it. Not by a long way.
But the chance to get away from this place. Will we really see Gallifrey again?
We can hope, Barnack. We can at least dare to hope. Take it inside. The Cardinal wants you to run diagnostics in the data room.
Yes, General. Ready, soldiers! Moving in!
Keep the bridge down and let them in. It looks like its pilot will be joining us very soon.
The lull after the battle. Or is it the calm before the storm?
Alystra!
I'm glad you've seen fit to enter into the spirit and join the soldiers on the ground. There aren't many battles where you get to fight for both sides.
Do you find this slaughter amusing? Most of those soldiers just died. I couldn't save even half of them.
They'll be back to fight another day. You've had a chance to explore the Neverwhen.
A chance? I didn't have a choice. You rigged my TARDIS to come here.
It would have been simpler if you'd had the sense to stay and wait.
People were dying. I've just tried saving a Gallifreyan regiment thrown back beyond the dark times. Or do you think my time would be better spent letting them die?
The point is moot. Rescue was futile. No one actually dies here.
No, but they experience the agonies of death. If I've spared them one more round of pain, that was worth making you wait.
Here we can achieve mass resurrection far beyond anything Aldris could offer. And using our own technology this time. There is a bigger picture.
I'm sure there is. Congratulations, Alystra. I hope you're satisfied. This place is as close to hell as anything I've seen in this damn war.
All war is hell. That is why I wish to end it.
The vessel is ready, my lady. We'll bring it through.
Thank you, General. Soon, you will understand.
Understand? This place is beyond understanding. What did you hope to achieve sending me into this insane chaos?
The Daleks on asteroid Theta saw inside the Neverwhen. It may even have inspired K006. I knew they'd had some success at calculating potential pathways. All they were missing was a TARDIS to navigate them.
This was your plan all along. Send my TARDIS into the Neverwhen so you could lock on and follow. But now we're trapped.
We are not trapped. Your TARDIS has been primed. It has now completed its reconfiguration. And here it is. Thank you, General Calix.
Barnack did the hard work.
Madam Cardinal, your Type 40 capsule.
My Type 40 capsule? What do you mean, Olystra? What did you do to her?
This chip is capable of leaving this place.
Sir? Does this mean... Are we going home?
Madam Cardinal, should I inform the troops? How will the withdrawal proceed?
I'm sorry, General. Were you under the impression this was an evacuation?
Yes, Cardinal.
I'm afraid your people are contaminated. The Neverwhen flux eats away at Cronin particles. You were present at the detonation. You have been here too long. If just one of you were allowed to leave, instability could run rife through the universe.
There must be something we can do.
There is not.
I see, madam. I understand.
But, General...
We all understand.
Your sacrifice will not be forgotten.
Olystra! We can't simply abandon them to this hellhole!
Come now. Into your TARDIS. We've tarried too long already.
I'll do what I can for you, General. I promise you.
Sentiment has no place in battle. I thought you'd be the first to realize that.
Get away from those controls.
Now. Still wearing your collar, I see.
I haven't had a moment to unlock it, but I will.
I'd hoped I wouldn't have to do this.
Oh, no! I took the control switch.
You didn't imagine I possessed only the one. Tightening the Artron leash hurts me more than it hurts you.
I sincerely doubt that.
Every time I have to scramble your nerve endings to force compliance, it simply means you haven't seen my point of view. And that wounds me.
What are you doing to my TARDIS?
Completing the program I began running when I found this ship on Vildar.
Of course. You've always been a long-term strategist. Why couldn't you use one of your own?
I like to keep a spare. If anything happens to this museum piece, we still need a means of escape. My ship's fast return circuit is locked onto Station Cronus, though it may well be corrupted by the Neverwhen before we get a chance to use it. Besides, no other TARDIS has such experience of the arcane.
I'll ask you again. What have you reprogrammed her to do?
Firstly, to come here, and then to take advantage of its surroundings. I've been at the forefront of our weapons development program since the very start of the war. With the schematics for the Neverwhen flux loaded into its core memory, we can use your TARDIS to enter the weapons control matrix.
Can't we just leave this godforsaken place and take those poor unfortunates with us?
Why would we do that? I want to extract our weapon.
Extract it? Olystra? This is madness.
Coordinates are set for the potentiality warp, the Neverwhen control matrix. I will need your help. We must make this device safe so it can be removed.
What about the people here? If we remove the thing holding this reality together, what happens to them?
I don't know. Whatever their fate, you must agree it can't be worse than what they're experiencing. As far as Gallifrey is concerned, they are already dead. Perhaps they'll be freed.
You said they were contaminated. They would infect the rest of the universe.
Yes, there is that.
General! Temporal integrity compromised!
As soon as that TARDIS left, it's like a breach opened. Divert all power to the shields!
I can't! It's gone! That Type 40 drained everything we had! The Daleks! They penetrated our defenses!
What has she done?
All systems down! They're breaking through!
Time Lord command must be destroyed. We must achieve permanent extermination.
Then they've won! This time! See you in the next life, Commander!
Exterminate the Time Lords! Exterminate!
The potentiality warp. The engine room of the Neverwhen's reality. This place exists both inside and outside the weapon itself, and beyond most planes of existence. Only accessible by TARDIS.
Engine room. You should tell your dimensional interface architects not to take everything so literally.
Now, quantum flux equations. I seem to recall that was the one paper you achieved an A star on the third attempt.
Hands-on experience has far outstripped anything I learned at the academy. What are we doing here?
We can use the potentiality warp to reset the parameters of the Neverwhen's operation. I can reduce the power levels here. While you begin the shutdown sequence over there. Once we've scaled down its operational parameters, we should be able to return to what's left of the planet and locate the control mechanism.
How do I know where to start?
I told you. I loaded the weapon blueprints into your TARDIS.
Which means my sonic screwdriver has access to them too. You really have thought of everything, Alystra.
I find it pays to be thorough.
What will you do with it when we've extracted it?
I will refine it and deploy it in the war.
What? You can't possibly release the Neverwhen into normal space-time.
This test has proved its worth.
Test? You lost control of it as soon as you fired it.
I have armies of technicians to improve precision. The potential for mass resurrection puts the Aldris project in the shade. I had planned to use it in conjunction with the Annihilator to break Scaro's time lock.
I destroyed the Annihilator.
And that was inconvenient. But I have already devised a new strategy. We will use it with the Anima device.
What?
Think of it. Two weapons combined. The Neverwhen Flux and the Anima. Fired straight into the heart of Scaro.
But the time lock
will be brushed aside like a summer breeze in a tornado. The Neverwhen was built by the very people who pioneered time lock technology. Another reason I didn't want our opponents to get to it first. Instead, the Daleks will descend into endless civil war at every point along their timeline. Every alternative future filled with hate and destruction turned in upon themselves.
What about the rest of the universe? I thought chronological corruption was unavoidable.
There is a risk.
Then it's insane. All your infernal devices could destroy every sentient being in the cosmos.
But the Daleks would be no more.
You don't know that for certain. You'd risk everything. We're already wrecking the universe, ripping the hearts from stars, atomizing nebulae.
The Daleks would be no more.
Haven't we destroyed enough wonders? Can't we find another way? Ow! Release me! Get this thing off me!
There is no other way. Make the Neverwhen safe. Then we remove it. Shall we begin?
Grain supplies. Enough to feed an army.
Pull it round the back. I'll help you unload.
What is this?
The Neverwhen in safe mode.
Where is the flux device?
You wanted me to stabilize the environment.
Stabilize, not idealize.
If we're looking for something, it will be a damn sight easier to find it here than the middle of a war zone.
You've created peace?
Tweak to the parameters. The planetary environment seemed conducive to this kind of settlement. I found a stable midpoint. A civilization state amenable to both sides.
You did what?
Level 2 technology. Very basic. Scaro and Gallifrey both pass through rural economy phases at some point in their evolution. We understand the concept, however much we like to pretend we're above it all.
So that's what you think you built here? Common ground. You've rewritten their lives.
No. Everyone's forgotten their reasons to fight, that's all. They retain their personalities.
I thought you didn't approve of the anima. Forcing people to think a certain way.
This is different.
How, exactly?
Look at them. All instinct for combat removed. They are content.
Or placid, like neutered cats. If they're not warriors, they are no longer themselves.
They are what they would be without war. Khaleds who never became Daleks, Time Lords, never corrupted by power. And when we take the flux device, there should be enough residual energy to let them live out their lives in this bubble.
Afternoon, Madam Cardinal.
You recognize me, General?
Of course. Although, where was it we met?
Don't worry about it, Calix. The Cardinal and I are both very pleased to see you here.
You're in time for the harvest. Everyone's gathering at Festival Hall. You're welcome to join us.
Forget this folly. We need to find the weapon.
I'm sure it will stand out like a sore thumb. All we need to do is ask. Looks like the hall's along here.
We have a purpose here.
I know, but first, let's see what they've got for lunch. Oh, hello! Commander Thraken, isn't it?
I apologize, I'm not sure we've met.
My associate and I are looking for a large piece of technology, probably about so big, black, cylindrical.
The hillside. I believe the troops, the villagers have seen such a thing on the hillside.
Thank you. You see, that wasn't difficult. We can take our time.
Wait. Look at this man.
Olistra, I've just spoken to him.
No. Look into his eyes.
Who are you?
Come on. Don't worry, there's enough for everyone.
Your lot are keen today. A kilo for you, and for you. Hey, wait your turn.
Serve us first, and hurry up. We need it all.
All right, I'm going as quick as I can.
Faster. Do it faster. Obey.
Dalen?
What's the commotion here?
You must comply.
Come on, trooper, pull yourself together. We've got important guests.
They are your guests, not ours.
Stop this! No one takes more than their share.
We require all resources.
Stay back, Dalen. I told you.
All of them.
Hey!
No, this isn't right. I changed the parameters.
What's the matter with you? Why are you standing there?
I am awaiting orders.
I heard there's a feast. You should go.
I have no requirement for nutrients.
Shell shock. You can't turn soldiers into farmers. War is too ingrained in them.
There must be a way. I've given them a chance.
It's too unstable. Your meddling won't work this time. They've been fighting each other far too long.
Get out! All of you! Out!
I know my orders now. Exterminate.
No.
Exterminate.
That's a walking stick, not a weapon.
Oh, but it is.
Stop! Stop this, please! Listen!
Exterminate. Exterminate!
Check your readings. The Neverwhen is in their blood. Every cell, every atom. It's part of them all.
All of you, listen! You're trapped here together. You can live together.
They're not interested. You can't stop them killing each other.
Stop this! Listen to me!
Your little utopia is collapsing around your ears.
Get off me, Time Lord Vermin!
Enough! They are inferior. They will always be inferior.
They seek to corrupt Dalek purity. They have created this abomination. The Time Lords must be exterminated.
No! No!
Satisfied? We're back in hell. Only this time it's one of your own making. One where they've had hope snatched away.
The Neverwhen's reasserting itself.
And we've wasted valuable time. Return to the potentiality warp and shut it down properly. This time, you follow my instructions.
Madam Cardinal, we'll cover you. You must get to safety.
Attack! Attack! Attack!
Into your TARDIS.
Well, it seems I don't have a choice.
Now you understand. Things would be so much simpler if you would just listen. I'm sure I needn't point out our time is limited. Even your TARDIS will eventually succumb to the Chronon flux. We can't afford another distraction.
All right, I'm shutting down the potentiality warp.
Power levels decreasing to 0. We no longer need to maintain a living environment for the test subjects.
No, we don't.
I see it now. For you, the Neverwhen was a small respite from the war. A chance to be the old Doctor inside that bubble. To snatch unlikely victory with some inspired improvisation.
I was wrong. I'm not the Doctor anymore.
No. These days you find the most pragmatic solution.
I do.
Good. Now, back to your TARDIS and we collect the Neverwhen flux.
I'm sorry. I've done what I can. Rest in peace. All of you. Now we wait.
This time we will find the device immediately. There will be nothing else left.
No, we won't.
What?
I said no. It's too dangerous. I can't allow it.
You can't allow? You forget yourself. Perhaps you need a reminder. I don't need your permission. I am quite capable of materializing your TARDIS in the correct location in order to...
Having trouble finding somewhere to land, Olystra?
What have you done?
The right thing.
I can't find it. We can't go back. The Neverwhen timeline is altered. What happened here? Doctor!
Company! Halt!
Saucers making landfall, General!
I see them.
They're occupying this whole continent from the mountains to the coast.
Then we'll hold them here. Our orders are to wait to engage.
Surround the enemy! Disembark and advance. The Time Lords will be obliterated.
Send the word. All battalions, halt and maintain position.
Yes, sir.
Is that confirmation?
Yes, sir. From the orbital station. The Neverwhen flux has been deployed.
Then give me the hailer. Time to tell the enemy exactly what they've walked into.
This world is claimed by the Time Lords. In the name of Gallifrey!
Attention, Time Lords! You cannot win this sector! This planet is under our control! You will submit to superior Dalek forces!
Never! Look to the skies, you monsters!
Unidentified object in upper atmosphere! Chronal emissions detected! Alert! What is this?
You followed us here! Gallifrey Command has a new weapon, and we have the honor of testing it!
Advance! Attack! Exterminate the Time Lords! Exterminate them!
They're coming, General.
Open fire! All weapons!
Give it time. Just give it time.
It's coming!
Sir, our readings are off the scale. Is this supposed to happen?
I've no idea, Bartek. No one has.
The potentiality warp is overloading!
Attack! Exterminate the Time Lords! Exterminate them!
Hold the line! For Gallifrey! Hold the line!
It's gone.
I did the only thing I could. I put them out of their misery right at the start.
No! You destroyed the Neverwhen flux.
I wonder what the official report will say. Failed power dampers, faulty spring. You just can't get the parts these days.
It can't be. We were there. The device worked.
Oh, it worked all right. Too well. Your machine was capable of redrafting a timeline so completely that even one full of pain and death could be overwritten.
But it worked. We monitored it. The Daleks monitored it.
The Neverwhen existed, up until the moment I altered its parameters. Then, as soon as it was deployed, it destroyed itself. That rather precludes the possibility of using it again. Anywhere or anywhen.
It would have won us the war.
At what cost to the rest of the universe? Calix, Barak, Dalen, Thraken, and 100,000 other souls died. But they were spared the suffering of unending conflict, Gallifreyan and Khaled alike.
I will see you do my bidding, Doctor. This is Cardinal Olistra, calling Station Cronus. Locate and retrieve this TARDIS. Why do you deny your true self, Doctor?
Even you must realize you should stop calling me that. I'm not that man anymore.
Really? I've just seen him, trying to make peace between mortal enemies. Look it. Do you hate yourself that much?
You never listen. The Doctor would hate what I've had to become. I'm not the Doctor. I can't be the Doctor, so I can't allow myself the luxury of self-hatred. I get on with a job.
You've thought everything through, haven't you?
I find it pays to be thorough.
I thought if I made you a war criminal, I'd release you from guilt, give you free rein. But I see now I had no need.
Don't try analyzing me, Olistra. You should look at your own hearts. See how black they've become.
I'm not the one who just sacrificed hundreds of Time Lord battalions. I don't need the leash for you to be my warrior.
You sacrificed many more than I ever have, and for much less cause. The difference is, I weigh the choice before every decision. I'm fully aware that I've become a monster. Whereas you're still under the delusion that you're not.
I do what is necessary.
No, that's why I'm here. You're right about one thing, though. You don't need this leash. At all. I saved one small pocket of technological decay for myself. Inside this collar.
Guards!
And I reversed the polarity. My TARDIS key, I believe.
What? Doctor!
Halt. The TARDIS bay is restricted.
It's all right. I'm restrained. You've seen an Artron leash before?
I have.
Only this one fires outwards. Here you are, old girl. Battered and battle-scarred. We're a good match.
Doctor!
I told you, Cardinal, no one answering to that name here.
Wait!
Take your damn leash and never try to muzzle me again. I'm nobody's tame wolf. I do this on my own terms.
You're still a war criminal, you know.
Suits me. This war is a crime against sanity. And if I find a way to end it, then I will.
So long as you do. Until next time, my warrior.